Hundreds, if not thousands of drivers are still stuck on I-95 in Virginia. Chopper 4 is live right now over a big line of cars. This is in Prince William County, Virginia. Many of those people want to know when help will finally arrive to get them off of that highway. Brad Freitas up in Chopper 4 joins us live now with more on what he's seeing. Brad, when I think that some of these people have been here for almost 24 hours, it is mind-blowing.
It's unbelievable. You know, our assignment desk just talked to somebody who's just below us, southbound 95, approaching Joplin Road. She's been in this delay since 5 o'clock yesterday afternoon, and that's just about when Chopper 4 made its way over this delay. This is in the Dumfries area. This is one of the worst hit stretches with this ice. The northbound side, you can see, is finally moving. We're getting a little bit of relief in certain patches, but this 48-mile stretch of 95 that had to be shut down for several hours, we're starting to see a lot of emergency vehicles that are able to make their way down the express lanes to bring food and blankets and in some cases water to some of the vehicles that actually ran out of gas. And approaching now 24 hours since that 6 tractor-trailer accident, jackknife tractor-trailers south of Centerport Parkway happened just after noon yesterday. Some of these drivers, like we were saying, have been stuck in traffic for close to 24 hours at this point. So we continue to follow it from above. We're really thinking about these drivers that are stuck in this. And, you know, as we continue to watch, they're opening up patches and areas that they're able to plow and salt. So there is some relief coming. Just hang in there. If you are stuck in this delay or have family members or friends that are stuck in this delay, get word to them. The crews are working to get you out, and it's a slow process, but we have the sun up in the air now, so it looks like it is heating up the pavement, giving us some melting, and we're able to get some people off this road. So that's it from Chopper 4 right now. This is Brad Freitas reporting live. Sean, back down to you.
Hey, Brad, let me ask you, this kind of reminds me of a situation, although this is simply much worse than what we saw years ago. I think it was Snowmageddon or another big snow event. People were stuck in their cars on some of the overpasses in the I-95 area then. And at some point, people got out of their cars now and walked away. Have you been seeing people? Have people left their vehicles? What are you hearing about that?
Absolutely. You know, just strewn with disabled vehicles, and people have just abandoned them on exits. Mostly we were seeing there were a lot of cars that were just off the roadway, clearly nobody around. You can see people standing there center screen. People are just kind of hanging out. And I'm understanding that there are chat boards and there's a Waze group that's dedicated to people actually helping other people, tractor-trailer drivers that are offering food and water. So it's a crazy situation out here, and we're hoping that it's wrapped up shortly.
I pray for their sake that it gets wrapped up shortly. What a mess out there. Brad Freitas, we know you've been out there for a while covering this. We certainly appreciate you giving us this perspective. Brad, thank you. As we mentioned, many people have been stuck on 95 in Stafford County, Virginia for nearly 24 hours. As you heard, some are out of gas, they don't have food, they don't have water. Some people even have children and pets in their cars. This all started when 6 tractor-trailers were involved in a crash just before noon yesterday, right at mile marker 136. Now, fortunately, no one was hurt, but that accident caused the major backups that you are seeing. Earlier this morning, we spoke with some drivers who told us they have never seen anything like this.
The folks on the stretch of I-95 that I'm on, just north of Stafford, have literally been stuck in their cars for going on 8-9 hours now. I think the big concern for a lot of folks being fuel. After about hour 5, we started to see people really turning their cars off, trying to conserve fuel because we just don't know how long we'll be out here.
Earlier, we spoke with a spokesperson from the Virginia Department of Transportation. They said if you know anyone out there who needs urgent medical help, have them call 911. For everyone else, she said, this is a dire situation, and know that VDOT is working to get people out of there and back home.
We are bringing in, we brought in additional resources overnight. We're bringing in more today. However, we are making steady progress, and we know that travelers have been stuck on I-95 for an extraordinary period of time over the past 20 hours, in some cases since Monday morning. This is unprecedented, and we remain on the job at work with towing crews, plows, treatment materials, as well as Virginia State Police are also on site with us, and we are getting to people as soon as we can. We understand the severity of this situation.
This morning, Virginia Governor Ralph Northam released a message an emergency message to all stranded drivers on I-95. It said in part, the state is working with localities to open warming shelters as needed. While sunlight is expected to help VDOT clear the road, all Virginians should continue to avoid I-95. Earlier today, Governor Northam spoke with our Northern Virginia Bureau reporter Drew Wilder about the situation out there on 95.
What I would say right now is that if you do not need to be out and the roads are bad, just stay off our roads so we can get our resources where they need to go. And for future cases, Drew, when we know these storms are coming, when we give warnings to stay off our roads, people need to heed those warnings, because if they don't, then we end up with situations like this.
And to that, though, should 95 have been closed but before this happened?
Well, so hindsight's 20/20, but it's a major interstate, and people need to get from point A to B, and so people were trying to get through. And again, after midnight, the roads froze, and what was a lot of snow and water turned into an ice sheet, and we have the situation we have right now. But we're doing everything that we can to remedy it, to keep these people safe.